Okay, so what is today? April the...
No, Mom, it's September.
Oh, yes, September the 7th, 2018. This Friday morning is the last day of the work week for working people. It's the Sabbath today. So it's a wonderful day, and I thank God for your life.
Okay.
And I thank God that you are well, and you are a wonderful daughter, and just overall a wonderful person, you know. And this morning when I woke up, I was like, well, you know what, I received a... What are you doing?
No, you can keep talking.
Just keep it simple. Leave it alone.
I just was seeing what was going on with the light.
Everything is fine. If the lighting is bad, guess what? It's about the message, not the lighting, because we can't control the sun. We can't control the clouds. Everything is fine. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is okay. Okay? So, the one thing this morning, okay, they're not beeping at me. Those two back there are having some drama going on early this morning. This morning I received a phone call at 1 o'clock in the morning, and the phone call, the person...
Yeah, that's so much better.
I guess the person that called was really talking about stupidity and stuff that really, to me, wasn't about living authentically. And I said, you know what? At the end of the day, regardless of what happens in life and what's going on, we must continue to live authentically. Authentically. It's a big word, so sometimes you get a tongue twist. You know, it's a tongue twister kind of. But when you're living authentically, you don't have to really worry yourself and be up at 1 in the morning calling people about stupid stuff. So when I received that phone call, and here it is, I was thinking that something bad or drastic was happening. It was just a person with a monkey mind that lives superficially. And because this person lives superficially, they're constantly grappling with stupidity and foolishness and issues that are always focused on the lower self. And I was like, okay, here I am, sleeping, loving life, getting my energy. I'm going to recommit to living authentically, and I want us to recommit to living authentically. That should be every day. We have to think about that, because people will bring in their drama, and the world is full of all types of people. The world is filled of a lot of negativity. I can't even put it into words. You have liars, you have schemers, you have thieves, you have people who love to run around and berate people, and it's just a lot of negativity. And to me, when you're living authentically, one, you have God first. And God is the answer to all your needs. God is the provider. God is the comforter. God is the Most High, is everything. And then once you put the Most High first, then you naturally start to live in an authentic way. And things that bothered you in the past aren't going to bother you, right? Because you're living what matters. Yeah. You're living truthfully. You know, and more importantly, I think sometimes when just women, period, sometimes you're focusing on being a mother, a wife, and not you per se, but women, we have a lot of challenges in our life. And I think that's good, because God made us strong enough to handle those challenges. The key is to be honest and take a stand when necessary. You know, when you're living authentic, you don't have to worry about someone recovering bad emails, you know, or someone, it's just, you know, you start to see people, they're afraid of things coming out. Like I was reading about the Supreme Court Justice nominee. You know, there's some questionable emails that may be released, or I think they were released. But when you live authentically, then you are okay with your position. And if your position change at some point, or if your position changes at some point, then you say that your position changes at some point. But when you've written about things or you've said things that are, you know, I guess unfavorable or evil or nasty or whatever they are, then you have to try to hide, slip, and slide and, you know, dodge around questions. But when you just live an authentic life and be true to yourself and be true to God, then you don't have to worry about those things. And one thing about, another thing, it made me also think about Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein is a guy that is accused of sexually assaulting a lot of women. And most of the women said the worst thing that they feared was repercussions. So those repercussions that they feared were two things: their income and their reputation. Right? And that fear was misplaced, because now those women, they feel better about releasing what happened to them in an authentic way. They're telling the truth. They're living their truth. So when you live your truth, you begin to take money off the table, in the sense of, okay, I can earn money, because you have to earn money to live. I can earn money, but I also can be authentic. I can also live truthfully. I can also live well, right? I can speak my truth, right? And as long as you speak your truth, then there's absolutely nothing to fear, right? There's a certain level of the joy that comes up with standing up for yourself. So many women, myself included, was touched inappropriately. And when you're touched inappropriately, sometimes you question yourself whether you should speak out, whether you should tell. And all the times when you play these things in your mind, is always thinking about what others feel about what happened to you. That's not important.
Yeah.
What's important is you consider what happens to you, and you speak the truth about what happens to you. Okay? Now, we're not talking about sexual assault or anything, but I'm just the anything. And women need to know that. Take the money off the table, live authentically, speak the truth, put God first, and everything will be just fine.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what the enemy wants you to do. The enemy wants you to always second guess yourself, or deny, or to create denial of what's going on. No, when you can deal with things as they are and not as you want them to be, now you're successful. Now you're thinking like an authentic person, because it's not the challenge that matters. It is how you handle it. Because we as women, we're strong. We're resilient. We can bounce back from anything that's not death. We can bounce back from anything that's not death. What did I say?
We can bounce back from anything that's not
Exactly. And the one thing, we're not here. Life is that short. It may be even shorter than that clap, but that's how short life is. So we don't spend life second guessing, crying, moping. We speak the truth, we live the truth, and we walk affirmatively in our truth. And I don't care who it is, anybody that tries to smother your truth, deny your truth, they're doing something about it. It's them, not you. It's something that they're trying to hide for their self-gain. Right? There was another executive today that is accused of attempting to destroy Janet Jackson. Now it's coming up that he, allegedly that he sexually assaulted some women. See, one thing about, at the end of the day, it's not about your title. This man had the title, he had the power, but at the end of the day, it's about your moral compass. It's always about the moral compass, because we have people who are smarter than smart. But what happens is, when they live immorally and they do things that are unjust to humanity, then they begin to suffer.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. And you don't have to do anything about it. You can't force it. That's why we're going to let go. Let God. I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you for your. I thank the Most High for your life,
You-
and I want you to have a great day at work, and do what you need to do. You already know what you need to do, and I look forward to seeing my daughter come home at 6 o'clock, like she always does, and we continue living our life and celebrate the Most High in our family with the Sabbath.
Great.
Great.
Oh, you have to click the X mark.
Click the X. There you